doing sturdy table against one of the Chinese fellers, I think, and then we're gonna look at I Am Person versus Chipsudiste, Chazi, little French fella. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we got Swedes versus Brits. Okay, so the Chinese fella's playing as the Swedes, and sturdy table is playing as the Brits. Because what can you do with wood? You can make a manor house as the Brits, and then you can make a sturdy table inside of the manor house. Very nice. So basically, in this matchup, you get two interesting civs that rely on their houses. For the Brits, they get... Well, this isn't the Brits, this is the Swedes. The Swedes actually get a really nice house here called the Torp. The Torp gathers nearby natural resources, and it also builds a berry bush right next to it that it will also gather resources from. So, see this ring here, this like little blue, green, yellow ring? That means that this Torp is actually collecting gold from it. Notice how the mine is magically losing coin over time. And how this berry bush is also dissolving over time. Yeah, basically it gets churned right into the Torp, which you can see through this trickle here. And it leads to some really good gathering. And also the Torp can gather from nearby huntables too that are down. So look at the little ring around the bison there if I want to get close. Yep, see the little ring around the bison there? Yeah, no, the Torp is affecting that as well, which is very nice. Yep. Alright, so now we got the Explorer right here for the British, picking up 60 food. Not bad. How about the Swede Explorer? What's the Swede Explorer doing? He's got Thor. Good old Thor. He's gonna get the 75 gold, right? Yep. So has to take out that coyote. You should be all set. Whereas Brits are going to go for a Tomahawk, which I think is a good add-on to your Musketeers. Good complementary unit. So where are the Swedes looking at? So they got a rush deck. So they got blueberries to beef up the berry bushes to blueberries, which contain more food, and they improve the rate of gather on the Torps. This is the most important card economically at this stage, which is the Engelberg Ironworks. Allows your Torps to gather from the mines. Basically doubles their gather rate from the mines, which is really good. Now, normally you're going to start with this card. You're going to start with Dominions and get 4 Torp wagons out right away. It's kind of for the same reason why we do 5 shrines with the Japanese. It's because with those Torps, you can deploy them on a mine very quickly without needing the villagers, which means the villagers don't lose any villager seconds, and your economy retains that robustness from not losing those vill seconds. And also, the Torps will just be able to, the Torp wagons will be able to construct the Torps a lot faster, leading to a lot quicker economy. So, there's a reason for that. Back in the old days, I was like, I kind of considered the card a bit of a waste because I'm like, why don't I just build the Torps myself with good wood management? And it's like, that's something you have to do in a 1v1 because it's in a team game. You can just build all the Torps you want and you don't have to send in the 4 Torp card. I agree with that, but in a 1v1 where things are a lot more tight and you need a barracks a lot sooner with that wood, the Dominions card gives you the ability to boom a bit with those Torps, while still being able to build a defense, right? Yeah, but obviously it doesn't stop you from building 1 or 2 Torps in the transition between age 1 and 2. You can still have all your vills on wood and get that done. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to get a Torp right here, and he's going to get one right around here. Because, on average, you can usually surround a mine with about 4 Torps and be able to have them all working on the mine at the same time. So, yep, that's usually the best. And then when you pick up Engelberg Ironworks, then the trickle there is going to double, basically. So that's good. Should have enough wood for a barracks, right? Very important. Whereas the Brits, let's see how the Brits are doing. So they're going up with the governor, right? Yep, 200 gold. And a outpost. That's the standard politician to go for with Brits. How many mayors are you on? You are on 3. Okay. Is he running Virginia Company at all? Like, nope. I think the only person we saw running Virginia Company in this tournament was Moon and JulianK. Nobody else has really utilized that too much. Alright, so looks like 700 wood coming in there for the Brits. Normally with Brits, you're going to start 700 wood, followed by 600 wood. So that way you can get as many manor houses out as possible. Pretty much every time you build a manor house, you get a free villager. So it really is important that you build as many of those manor houses as possible, back after back, back to back, back to back, so that you can get as many villas as possible. Right? Obviously, since houses have a build limit of 20, if you get all those manor houses out pretty quick, all 20 of them, that's like a 20 plus villager count to your economy. It's like a huge boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Alright, so Brits are going to start with muskets. That tends to be what they always open with, so that's pretty standard there. Whereas the Swedes are opening with Hussar from the stable. Okay, that's pretty good. Yep, see, here's the Dominion's card in action right now. He's got to just place his wagons in the right spot and get that done. Very good. Because he needs so much coin, the Swede player is indeed using the villagers to gather some coin as well. Yeah. Alright, so how many Hussars? He's got about 4 of them, right? Very good. So what's he going to do now? Because now he's got muskets on him. He's got to consider defense. He's going to have to garrison the vills. Where are those Hussars going? Let's pay attention to that next. Oh, wow. He used the Dominion's card to put a torp down here. Not bad. It's good to have some line of sight there, honestly. So I think that's alright. Let's see what these Hussars do now. Oh man, how many muskets? He's got about 9 there now. So these bills have to kind of watch out. And then he's going to train in about 3 or 4 more muskets too. Yep. Alright, so barracks is coming up over here. Very good. Good use of the Hussars here with the retreating muskets. Trying to get as much damage into these muskets as possible there to cut down their numbers. Because if you can weed out the musketeer numbers while they're trying to retreat, it'll make it less likely the Brits just jumps on top of his town center and wipes them out. So that's important there. Alright, so the Swede will now start to add in Caroliners as well. So basically their musket unit, pretty much. The Caroliners are a little bit different than musketeers. Basically, the Caroliners have a range attack against cavalry instead of a melee one, so it makes them a little bit better. They're also slightly faster than muskets too. They have a 4.25 movement speed, which gives them a little bit of a run on the British muskets, which is definitely pretty good. You can play sort of like the Asher Guards a little bit, not as much, but a little bit. Okay, so Hussars are right on top of the muskets there. Minutemen and the Caroliners are also taking shots into the muskets too. This is some good tactics here by the Swede. He's basically grinding down as many Brit muskets as possible. Yep. So how many units is the Brits on? So he's got how many barracks? He's got 1 barracks and he's got a stable. He's now adding in Hussars. So the Swede does have to be a little bit more careful now and conscious of that. So that's who he does. So he's going to garrison the town center. He's going to position his Caroliners, it looks like, probably to take a defensive position. He's going to have to down these Hussars. Yep, fight these guys down. But unfortunately, his numbers are a little bit bleak, so it's going to be tough. Alright, so the Brits overrun him there. It looks like the Brits are gaining the advantage now. They're going to overrun him and go after his barracks, right? Yep. There you go. Goes right for a push there. Very nice. Take that settler out. Very good. And 2 Hussars coming in. Very good. Carolinas, very nice. Yeah, definitely I think the Brits are winning out here, because now the Swede is just going to try to train up a Hussar and ship in 3 Hussars, but unfortunately, no. The combined force of Hussars and muskets, massive Hussars, is not going to be enough to defend this spot at all. Unfortunately. Oh boy, look at that. Snaring those settlers up there in the corner. Yep, overwhelmed. He's getting overwhelmed. What's he gonna do? Oh no, he's gonna lose another villager now. Oh wow, he's still gone, but yeah, look at those scores there. Obviously, Brits up and up are gonna win. You know, look at their resource count. Look at their infrastructure. How many mayors was he on? He was on 11. Okay, pretty good. So yeah, Brits can be very scary if you don't know how to deal with them. Yeah, you gotta be right on top of them, otherwise they can really step on your neck very quickly and it's not good.